Good Thursday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We made it to the end of 2020, and I really appreciate you all being with us today and throughout this year. We've tried to bring you your news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, some inspiration for you, and of course your entertainment spotlight, and today will be no different. We have your news headlines coming up, a brand new Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today in an entertainment spotlight, he being part of my conversation with LaWanna Bradford of the Bradford Group and co-founder of the organization Celebrate You. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Thursday headlines. In national news, more than 3,000 new COVID-19 cases reported in Mississippi, hitting a new state record. More than 3,000 new COVID-19 cases were reported on Wednesday in Mississippi. The Mississippi State Department of Health reported 3,023 new COVID-19 cases and 29 additional deaths. On Tuesday, the state set a single-day record of 85 deaths. If you look, there was a minimal delay in reporting over the Christmas holiday, but honestly, guys, we are seeing a lot of transmission out there, said Dr. Paul Beers. In Mississippi now, there are 213,055 COVID-19 cases and 4,747 coronavirus-related deaths in the state since March. In more COVID-19 news, Colorado Guardsman has first U.S. reported case of virus variant. The first person in the United States known to be infected with a new and apparently more contagious variant of the coronavirus was identified on Wednesday as a Colorado National Guardsman who had been sent to help out at a nursing home struggling with an outbreak. And health officials said a second Guard member may have it too. The two Guard members had been dispatched on December 23rd to work at the Good Samaritan Society nursing home in the small town of Simla, in a mostly rural area about 90 miles outside of Denver. Several states, including California, Massachusetts, and Delaware, are also analyzing suspicious virus samples for the variant. The discovery in Colorado has added urgency to the nation's vaccination drive against COVID-19, which has killed more than 340,000 people in the United States this year. In more national news, Census Bureau to miss deadline, jeopardizing Trump plan. The Census Bureau plans to announce it will miss a year-end deadline for handing in numbers used for divvying up congressional seats, a census official said. That delay could undermine President Donald Trump's effort to exclude people in the country illegally from the count if the figures aren't turned in before President-elect Joe Biden takes office. A census official who was not authorized to speak publicly on the matter confirmed the delay to the Associated Press on Wednesday. It will be the first time that the December 31st target date is missed since the deadline was implemented more than 4 decades ago by Congress. In business news, stocks hold on to modest gains, marking another Dow record. Stocks closed mostly higher on Wall Street, keeping major indexes at or near record highs on Wednesday. The S&P 500 added 0.1% on Wednesday, keeping it just below the all-time high it reached on Monday, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average notched another record. Small company stocks again outpaced their larger rivals by a large margin, as they have been doing all month. That's a sign that investors are feeling more optimistic about the economy. Investors were also encouraged to see that Britain had authorized a coronavirus vaccine from Oxford University and AstraZeneca, which is easier to transport than others. In entertainment news, Gilligan's Island star Wales dies virus-cited. Dawn Wells, who played the wholesome Mary Ann on the 1960 sitcom Gilligan's Island, has died. Her publicist says Wells died Wednesday morning in Los Angeles of causes related to COVID-19 at the age of 82. Besides TV, film, and stage acting credits, her other real-life roles included teacher and motivational speaker. And finally, in more entertainment news, Joe and Jill Biden to appear on New Year's Rockin' Eve. Ryan Seacrest will have a special pair of guests alongside the music stars at this year's New Year's Eve celebration on ABC, the President-elect and the future First Lady. President-elect Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden are scheduled to give their last interview of the year in New York's Times Square on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2021. The Bidens will share an inspiring message as we come together to close out 2020 and look ahead with hopes to 2021, according to a statement by the producers. Jennifer Lopez will be the musical headliner. The pop star will perform live before the iconic ball drops tonight. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, the event will be closed to the public. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2021 will air until 2 a.m. Eastern Time on January the 1st. Seacrest is returning to host the event for his 16th year and will be joined by Porter, Lucy Hale in New York. Sierra will host from Los Angeles. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, it's all yours.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Be thankful while maintaining an attitude of positivity. Foil negativity that may grow where people congregate by simply making an effort to maintain a positive attitude. When other people who may experience negativity are confronted with your upbeat, optimistic demeanor, they will experience a shift in their own mood as well. There is a human tendency to mimic the moods of whomever you encounter. Your good nature inspires other people to go forward with a great big chain reaction of goodness. You can easily spread cheer in your own circle of influence and beyond. Try to make social media a happy place of good vibrations, or your text messages positive and uplifting. Today, be thankful as you use your most effective tool, your attitude of positivity. And remember, enjoy the day.
LaWanna Bradford is featuring in today's Entertainment Spotlight, right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. My friend LaWanna Bradford of the Bradford Group and the co-founder of Celebrate You joined me this week on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about the year that's been 2020 and what's to come. Here's a bit of our conversation. How were you able to navigate the different challenges that kind of came your way in 2020?
Oh, that's a great question. And one of the things that I did was I paused for a nanosecond. And I had to ask myself, okay, the world is radically shifting. I mean, every area that we could think about was changing in some form or fashion. And even personally, you know, how were we responding to life changes? And I had to ask myself a question, do you want to survive or do you want to thrive? Meaning me as an individual and in my business. And the obvious answer for me was I want to thrive. I want to not only get through this, but I want to be positioned that as life advances, that I'm going always to the next level. And to do that, I had to, you hear the term pivoting a lot. Well, For me, my concept of pivoting means to totally change direction. And because I'm very clear on the direction that I'm going and my line of focus, I said the shift in direction isn't so much what I want to do, but I want to make sure that I am repositioned to remain relevant, to keep that state of relevancy, to always be top of mind, and to keep myself, my well-being, my health, always at the forefront. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, then you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Right.
So that's what I did was really take that moment, that like I said, that nanosecond pause, and then I evaluated where I was.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. But we'll have you guys on tomorrow to wrap up this week and to say hello to 2021. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.